Hey everybody. Oh, might be too loud today. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or say something in the chat. I see people signing on, but I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah? Okay, good. Hey Casey Holder. Hey Jackie Johnson, Alicia, Paula. Thank you for joining me today. I have all my windows up because I'm in LA. It is blazing hot here, like blazing hot. And if it gets too loud, I'll just close the window. But right now, this is what we got. Hey, Letitia. I hope I said it right, Danielle. So today we are talking about the versatility of our hair and a bunch of products. I got a bunch of products in here. And for those of you who want to come and ask questions or show your hair and your face, just send me I think you can actually put your hand up. Yeah, put your hand up. Just raise your hand. That's what it says, I think, on the bottom here. You can raise your hand, and then I can bring you in and see your hair, and you can ask me questions. So, hey, Nicole. So let's talk about versatility. And the reason why I even brought it up is because sometimes, as you guys know, some of you may not, I work with a lot of actors, and Issa Rae is my client. And there are times that we will do her hair natural. Really, 90% of the time, her hair is natural. Every now and then, she will have a blowout, straight hair, but it's usually like clip-ins or maybe a ponytail that's been done. And so I decided to have a conversation about this because people are going in. We just did a photo shoot for Hollywood Reporter. I did like 4 different ponytail looks on her. Most of them were natural, and then I did one that had a blowout look. It was a big blowout ponytail look, and people started coming for me about it. And I was like, really, y'all? And I just noticed, like, we really have an issue when we change our hair, like, with each other. Like, I feel like if we expect one particular thing to happen as it relates to our look or our hair, and people aren't getting that, they start flipping out. So I basically just wanted to have a conversation with all of you about the versatility of our hair. I've never been anti straight hair. I've never been anti straight hair. I have no problems with straight hair. I definitely am anti anything that's going to damage your hair. So if there's damage happening, then yeah, I'm not for it. If you're putting relaxer on and it's gone bad and there's some situations going on, or you're texturizing and that went bad, yeah, I'm not for that. But if you want to go from natural to straight and back to natural, or whatever your preference is, we have options. Nobody else can do what we do. And I just really wanted to share with you all that not to be so hard on yourself or each other. It's just good to have options. I think that the same even with dating. Why you only got 1 or 2 people to pick from? Why not have options? I think the world we would feel better if we had options, and if we allowed ourselves to see that we have options. We don't have to choose one thing all the time. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, getting into this whole hair thing, I have looked on the internet. I saw women with natural hair, and I saw women with kinky curly hair. And there's another situation that I see happening as it relates to the versatility of our hair. I noticed that most of us are looking at the curly girls, and not okay. Let me back up. On my Brush with the Best page, women will say, "Where are the kinky hair women? Where are the kinky hair? Was the kinky hair?" Now they're all over the page, but for some reason, people only pay attention to curly hair, curly, wavy, straight hair. So when we're looking at images of ourselves, when we are looking at natural hair, I really want to invite you all to just be a little bit easy, because we're all doing the best we can. And for us, natural is really just allowing your hair to grow the way it naturally is, genetically is, out of your scalp. So if it's curly, it grows that way. If it's wavy, it grows that way. If it's kinky or coily, that hair is good hair. It's all good hair. There's no such thing as like bad hair. There's bad things you can do to the hair, but hair is hair, y'all. So let's just, you know, be a little easy with each other. Okay, I see that Nicole has her hand up, and I'm going to try to bring you in, Nicole, right now as a panelist, so that I always have an issue trying to figure this out. But I really want to I want to see if I can bring you on and have you talk about your hair. It all takes me a minute. Matter of fact, let me see if I can allow you all to speak. Nicole, are you able to talk right now? And then I will work on all panelists and attendees. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna open this up. It's not a lot of us on today, which is really good for us to have a conversation, but mute yourselves, and then when you're ready to talk, let's see how this will work. Let's see if it works. Can you hear me? Is it working? Not yet. I don't know why they don't make this easier. I just want to bring Nicole in. Oh, no. Thought I had it. Who knows how to work this thing? Panelists and attendees are here. And I want Q&A with you. Okay. Answer live. I'm trying to open it up. I don't know, y'all. There's times I can do this thing, and then there's times, oh, I think I got it. I figured it out. Here we go. Nicole. Okay. And Nicole, where'd you go? Is it letting you start your camera? I can hear you. Let's see if I can get you on the camera.
It says for you to disable my, you have to give me permission to use my camera.
Okay. I'm gonna change you to a panelist. Where'd you go? And of course, I think I deleted you. Nicole, where'd you go? Okay, talk and promote to panelists. And
I'm here.
Yes, and Minion has joined us. I don't listen.
I'm here, but I don't see the option for the video.
So weird. All right.
I think it said you have to give me permission for the video.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you, and I don't even see you in the panelist part. So that's the weird thing. We're going to figure it out. But in the meantime, talk to me, and I'm going to get you in here.
Well, first of all, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, first of all, I am so excited. I came across your Issa Rae. Let me see. Can I start?
Can everybody mute theirs except for Nicole?
It says you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
It's active.
Okay. All right. So again, I came across your Instagram page because I love Issa Rae, and I started seeing her different hairstyles. Like, she's my sister in my head, and so I just wanted to go ahead and actually, find a person that was doing her hair because I love the hairstyles. And I've been natural since about 2001. I played around it off and on growing up with having natural hairstyles, but went fully natural in 2001. And initially, my hair in the perm state, it was thin, fragile. Anything that I would put on, it seemed like it would break it off. And I always struggled with it. And so a lot of times I would start in college just doing my own hair, doing braids or whatever. I could do natural hairstyles, but I couldn't take care of my hair. And so I would have breakage afterwards. And I had a hard time, getting my hair to thrive. And so now I started using
college. You said that it changed in college.
Well, growing up, I would have my mom did a Jerry curl. We had a Jerry curl. I had Jerry curl from 2nd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then started with a perm in I think 5th or 6th grade. Mm-hmm. And I had an aunt that was a professional hair braider, and so I would go to Philadelphia and she would braid my hair, and I would come back. I live in Alabama, and I would come back to Alabama and I would rock my braids, and then I would take it. I'll find somebody down here would do what they call interlocking, which is crochet now. Mm-hmm. And so I was doing that, but I would still do perms in and off and on. It wasn't until college where I went strictly natural, but I would still put braids in my hair or crochet styles. But I still had issues with thinness and my hair breaking off. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what products to use. I recently started using Mane Like Me, and my hair is thriving. It's really thriving.
I've never heard of that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think he's based out of Indiana. It's Black owned. And I've noticed the difference with my hair. It's getting thicker and it seems like it's getting stronger. Mm-hmm. But right now I'm trying, today's a wash day. So my hair, if you can see the video, it's kind of out. I plan on doing something to it, but I want to find more options to style it and I don't have a problem with doing any kind of extensions, but I want to try to love my hair and be creative using my own hair and find styles that I can do, especially in between working out too. I want something that would be healthy for my hair and for me to continue my natural hair journey.
Yes. I don't know why I'm really having a problem getting you on. And I've done this several times. I've practiced this. And I see the camera, and when I click it, it's not allowing me to change your role. Yeah, I have you as a panelist, which means I'm supposed to see you. But for some reason, it's not doing it. Let me try to see. I'm going to click you on as host. Y'all bear with me. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to figure this out because I really want to see your hair.
Still says you have to disable. Let's see.
Is that letting you come in?
No. My options, my little tools up at top, I can't see them.
That's so weird.
Let's see. Oh, there I go.
You are. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So can everybody see us both?
So I have my little thing on. Like I said, it's a wash day. But like I said, it takes a lot to moisturize my hair. My mom said it's always been like that. But
you have your products that you use by you anywhere?
I do. Let me grab it real quick.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, you gotta grab it. You know what? Before you go.
Yes.
And you might be able to turn off your screen, but do you have a spray bottle?
I do.
And can you come back with you said you're using a leave-in conditioner or a conditioner?
It's like a 3 series part. She has
Does she have a conditioner?
Yeah, it's a shampoo conditioner. Then she has like a mist or oil, and there's also like a pudding that you do all together.
Just for the specific reason, because I'm going to have you make something. So if you have a spray bottle, if you have a conditioner, and then the oil, bring all of that together and bring your clips so we can section your hair off. And the pudding, you said, is that what you twist your hair with?
I've had what I do usually when I've used it. I bought it about a month ago, maybe a month and a half, and so I'm still trying to figure out the routine. So what I use, I wash it or shampoo it, condition it, do the spray, do the pudding, and then the oil, and then I usually twist it up and try to figure out what twist or braids I'm gonna do.
And let's see, because I want to see what your hair texture is gonna do. So you can actually go back to your you can turn your camera off if you want until you get back, and then I can talk to everybody else while you're getting everything together.
Okay, so you said spray bottle, the products, and clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. So I figured out how to get you on. I think I've done that. Thank you, Danielle, for ordering the brush. I can't wait for you to try it either. Um, and thank you, Shamil. Video setting. Where is video setting? I'm going to have to talk to you later about that because Zoom has everything but saying video setting, but I want to know. Okay. So, and then Erica, you're not sure how to describe your hair, but it seems to be breaking off. We got to talk about that, Erica. So stick around. If you don't mind coming on, anybody who's willing to come on and ask questions, just raise your hand. I think if you move your mouse around towards the bottom, you can do a Q&A, and then I'll pull you in after we get Nicole straight with her hair. But what I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of private. I've been doing a lot of private Zooms, and I noticed that it's the application. People are having problems with the application, and so I I think that which when it comes to dry hair, you have two things. You have what kind of products you're using, if it's right for your texture, and you have application. So anybody wanting to come on, go grab your products. You got time. Nicole's grabbing hers. Get some clips. Get your, I want to see your shampoo, your conditioners, your leave-ins. And anybody who's ever done a private already, that's on here, you already know how I get down. But what's fun is when you sit in on other people's situations, you get to hear questions you may not have asked or thought about. You also get to learn a little bit more about other textures because you might have someone in your family that has a different texture of you. You might have a child that has a different texture from you, and you just don't know. Oh, Secure, you want to do a private one? Okay, so if you want to do a private conference with me, it's a consultation, really a virtual consultation, just go to FeliciaLeatherwood.com. And it is there. You can book a private conversation with me. I'm going to put it here in the chat because my name is not easy to spell, but it's kind of easy to spell. Okay, so it's there. Oh, your wash and go gets dry, Tina. Okay, we gotta get you right. So if you want to come on, y'all just go ahead in the Q&A and I will pull you in. We do need to talk about gray hair. Debbie, I've been getting a lot of questions about gray hair. Gray hair is really a mystery. Gray hair, I often say with gray hair, especially like for women who are trying to color the gray, as you see, I go back and forth, but gray hair runs and tells the others on you. So it's like she's trying to get rid of us, and then it goes and gets more gray hair, and then it all shows up, and it's kind of annoying. Are you back? There you are. But yeah, we're going to get this gray hair together. Okay, so you there? Can you hear me, see me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, here we go, y'all. This is the fun part. Okay, so I want you to take your water bottle, your spray bottle.
And I have put glycerin in it. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's probably going to change what I want to do, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
So tell me what the glycerin does for you.
To me, it seems like it moisturizes. But I have realized, depending on the season, because like I said, I live in lower Alabama, and so it's hot. And again, whatever moisture I put in my hair, it just sucks it out. So
and there's no humidity there?
Yeah, it's just it's dry. It's like a dry heat, but it's not dry like Texas dry. But I mean, it's hot. So I mean, it's some humidity.
Okay, let's see. So let me see your conditioner. I want to see what you're using.
So right? This is Main Like Me.
Okay, and it's a pump?
Yes.
So can you put a couple of pumps in your spray bottle?
Sure.
And we probably won't really need the oil if you have the glycerin in there.
Okay.
And you're going to shake it up after you get that top on. And then I'm going to have you either you can start here on the side or around the top, whichever easiest for you to start to work on, because we're going to look and see what texture your hair turns into after we wet it. So how you find out your texture is when the hair is wet and not necessarily dry. And what happens is once you see the definition of coil, kink, or curl you have, you then apply products, the right products. Do you have your clips? Did you bring them?
I do. I do. And then when you're talking about textures, and hopefully I'm not by myself, I have different areas. Like right here in the back is yes.
Yeah, that's common. The area that you want to take care of is the one that is the most resistant to moisture.
And that's
because that middle part. So a lot of times people go, well, do I need to get products for each part of my hair, each texture? I'm like, no. You want to make sure you take care of one. We call it the crying baby. So the baby that's crying the most is the one you go look after. Everybody else is independent. They're easy, but it's the baby that's crying the most, and it's usually right here in the middle. So spray your hair down, get it saturated. Oh, before that, do you have do you use a gel or just your cream, your pudding?
The pudding is right here. Just a second.
Okay, because we're gonna can you open that and let us see what that kind of consistency is, or it's a real pudding? Okay. And does that pudding say it works better on twist outs, or does it just say for moisture?
Let's see. For best results, use low manipulation or protective styles. Use daily or every other day as needed on wet or dry hair. Apply a small amount to hands and rub together and work thoroughly from ends up to the roots.
So I guess okay. So we're gonna see, because you usually do it wet. You twist outs, you do it wet usually?
Well, I've never really tried to do twist outs. I mostly use this like after I'm gonna wash today and use the whole system. And during the week, I'll spray it with the mist. I use this.
Okay.
And then I use the oil.
Do you have a gel around anywhere, like an Eco Styler or anything like that?
I do.
Can you grab that real quick? Most people have Eco Styler. I've never really used Eco Styler, but I know a lot of people have it, and Texture 4 is like it because it's heavy. You can run and grab it. I'm just talking.
Okay. All
right. We'll look at your beautiful art.
Like, don't look at
it. But yeah, so Eco Styler for me, I never really used it. Now, I used to use Fantasia Icy Hair Polisher, but now I use on Jackie's flaxseed gel. And I like that because I don't feel like the hair gets all super crunchy. But there's a way. You have to put it all together. And we're getting ready to see if Nicole can actually do a wash and go. I think her hair is 4A, maybe even 4B, but we're going to find out if she can do a wash and go.
I'm not a C.
Thanks, Eric, for that compliment. All right. So spread, get it wet, wet, wet. Yeah, girl, the towel and everything. Great. Yeah, get it wet, wet, wet. And then take that Eco Styler. Oh, I see these coils are popping already. Okay. Did you have something on it already?
No. Like I said, today's a wash day. I've had it in plaits maybe for about a week because I've been working from home and my son's just started virtual school. So I just been rocking plaits and had it tied up.
Pretty hair. It's really pretty. Okay. Get your Eco Styler. And you're going to start, the thing with the Eco Styler is so thick. So you almost kind of need a lot. So I want you to take your 2 to 3 fingers and grab your little, and then start from the bottom and use your fingers. Yep. You're going to use your fingers like a comb and you're going to just kind of like apply it and also at the same time run it through, almost like you're detangling it. So you're going to open your fingers up and massage it in. Yeah.
So this would be, is it the raking method? Is that what it's called?
Some people
Right.
call it shingling. Some people call it raking. I
Okay.
call it massaging.
Okay.
But either way, yeah, this is what you're doing because we're getting ready to see. I feel like your hair coils up nicely. And just to see if you have options, because this we were talking about options,
Right.
versatility with your hair. Is it tangling? You need a trim, huh?
Yes, that's what I'll do natural hairstyles, but I'm horrible at taking care of my hair as far as trims and everything else.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Y'all ready? What we got? Boom. You can do a wash and go. Look at
Okay.
that. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Your hair curls right up. It's all moisturized now.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
girl.
gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry because I'll see stuff. I would see things on TV or see other people. I wish my hair could do that, and I'll just play around. I'll become a product junkie, just buying stuff, thinking that my hair, how can I get my hair to look like this? And
You
I
just
didn't know.
did it. You just did
Yeah.
it. Everybody on here is saying it's beautiful, it's nice.
Thank
You just did it. So let's get to the reality of the wash and go. All right.
you.
Because you are texture 4, shrinkage sets in heavy.
Okay.
Now, what I think we need to understand about shrinkage, it's inevitable. The tighter um, typing, the curl code, or the tighter the curl or the coil or the kink, the more shrinkage you will have. So for me, I look at it and I think it's our own little magic trick because we can go from being straight to curly to kinky to short to long. And sometimes when you don't feel like doing a twist out and doing a whole bunch of stuff, you can rock this and this will last you for about 3 or 4 days. Because at night, all you have to do is just mist it with your mix you made, put
Mm-hmm.
a plastic bag on top, your bonnet, and go to bed. The next day you wake up, it's still going to be curly. Those curls are going to be popping, and you just separate it and style it the way you want. Now, for you, because you need a trim and because your hair is longer on the side, I would take the sides up. Can you see
Mm-hmm.
the little doll head? All right. So what I would do if I were you, if you don't like it being just out and kind of round, is all you have to do is take a little corner. Can you see that? You
Mm-hmm.
part off a corner and you double strand twist. You
Okay.
part off another corner. I already did it already. And you double strand twist that. What you do is you bring these up, you get some hairpins, you crisscross them, and you bring them up, and you have a fro hawk. And you bring it
Okay.
up to the middle, and you do both sides. And then that way, you can make your wash and go here towards the front and bring it over to the side,
Okay.
create a softer look
Okay.
until you can get to a hairstyle to get more shape. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
It does.
So
It
this is
does.
what you can do.
So how can you? And the only thing I would, like I say, my hair is moisturized. It'll hold it right here, but it seems like it just dries. Like as soon as I have any kind of moisture, it's fine. Maybe about an hour or two, a little later, and then it's gone. So with this right here, that would be my concern. And then also, does the diffuser help with that as far as kind of elongating?
Yeah, so
Um,
the diffuser is to dry it in place and you can lightly stretch the hair out while you're blowing it with the diffuser. Lightly, not putting a lot of tension, but that'll give it more length. And I suggest you do the diffuser that is retractable. It flattens and it pops up and you
okay.
can carry it in your bag. They have it at Sally's for like $14 or something, maybe 25. It's by Ion, ION, and it
Okay.
fits on most blow dryers. So you can do that. But the reason why I had you make this mix is because your hair shouldn't dry out.
Okay.
If now I don't know about the glycerin in that product, so you gotta let me know. It should be fine. But this
Okay.
mix helps to keep the hair moisturized. And if you feel like it's dry, you just missed it. You just
Okay.
missed it. But
Is
straight
is
front,
that any conditioner? I can do that with any conditioner. It doesn't have to
No,
necessarily be.
I did find out not Miss Jessie's, not Miss
Okay.
Jessie's. I don't know, it didn't mix well with water, but most conditioners, the creamy ones, mix very well. And
Okay.
it would usually be that and a couple of drops of oil in
Okay.
with it. But you had the glycerin, so that's why I didn't have you do the oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then with so that, I think somebody asked a question, what the mix was. So you want to do the water, the conditioner, and you said not to do the oil because I already had the oil in there. But if somebody just had water and the conditioner, they need to add oil to it, correct?
I'll go over it again. I just
Okay.
want to make sure that because I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to answer a few other people's questions about that. That's the LOC method. So we'll
Okay.
get into it, but I definitely want to make sure that you do that one more time on your hair, and then I'll explain it.
Okay. So
Got
you want me
another
to?
section. Yeah, I want to see maybe around in here,
Okay.
right around the front. I just want to see it again. So we're under quarantine, of course, and because of it, you can explore the wash and go styles. You can explore different products that actually might work better for these styles. Um, and then for the future for you, do you have a
Mhm.
rat tail comb?
I do.
Okay, that's what you
When I
want.
braid, I usually, yeah. When I braid,
Yeah, because
at
this
this
will
point.
help you get it. I usually just use my fingers,
Okay.
but if you want to get a clean part, the rat tail comb will probably give it
Mhm.
better. Just,
Yeah. When I do any kind of braid styles or any twists, I have it in the bathroom.
yeah, for future. But this hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
Like,
I had it colored
uh,
last year, and so that's the color kind of
yeah, that's what's drying out. That's causing more
the
split ends
color.
for you. And we'll
So
talk
what?
about how to get rid of those split ends, you guys. But while you're getting your hair saturated and doing that, I'm going to answer a couple of questions. And one is Demetria said that she's at 90% shrinkage. I understand. So for you, Demetria, I would do a diffuser. I would definitely have my diffuser ready to go, because then that'll stretch it out a bit more for you. And then the mix, Sierra, the mix is pretty much, if you have a pump like this, you can do two pumps, two nice pumps of your leave-in conditioner, or your favorite conditioner would be tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of your favorite conditioner in a spray bottle with 2 drops of oil, jojoba or olive oil, sesame oil. Those oils, I would not use black Jamaican castor oil because it's too thick, and I would not use coconut oil because when it gets cold, it might change inside the bottle. But that's what you would mix, and the rest is water, and you shake it up. And this is the LOC method in the bottle. That way you don't have to try to layer everything, going over it and over it. You put it all in here, and when the hair gets dry, this is what you have to rehydrate the hair. So I hope that helps you guys. Um, how are you coming here? Did you put the gel on? So Kimberly, I recommend that you use a plastic cap. What happens when you use a plastic cap is the heat that comes up from the scalp creates a greenhouse effect inside of the cap, which gives it humidity and moisture. So it makes the hair feel like it's being conditioned overnight as you sleep. And that is what really brings out the definition of your texture in the morning. Look at this hair, my goodness. You didn't know about this? What? Yeah, I would use a little bit more gel in one area. So if you find that you have more frizz, or
Mhm.
there's an area that looks dry and frizzy, that means it needs a little bit more hydration, a little more water, a little more gel in that area. Usually texture fours, when it comes to doing wash and goes, the gel is where it always kind of changes our hair a lot, because our hair has low porosity most of the time. And
Mhm.
some gels, if they have too much alcohol in it, they will not help with the porosity. But this is looking really good. What do you guys think? Look, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Oh my
Really
goodness.
nice.
So what's your, I like changing up. So a lot of times when I would do any kind of hairstyles, I want color. I don't really like this a solid color. And I do realize this is my first time. Well, last year was my first time actually coloring my whole head. I had one of my girlfriends do it. And what's your suggestion as far as for natural hair, for naturalistas, to color the hair to have that change? Or do you think like doing the wax, the color wax now, that's a safer option if you want to give yourself color without damaging your hair?
Yeah, I love that. I love that actually. The different, what she's talking about, you all, is now gels that have the color inside of them. And there was one curl, I had it actually. And of course, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see from here. But they have all these companies now, it's black owned, that put color inside the gel, and you guys, you can switch it out, and it looks good. It's all over Instagram, but it looks really, really good, and you can wash it out and be another color the next day without damaging your hair. Yes, I highly suggest that, um, until you figure out, where you want to be with one color, or or not any color. Now, for your hair trims, do double strand twists. The smaller the twist, the more you can have a better trim. If you make the twist too big, some of the hair shrinks back and you end up missing it and not being able to trim. But you're only going to trim just what's on the ends. So if you twist your hair out, I would say half an inch, maybe about right there. That's what you trim, just what's on the ends. Now, if you feel like you need more, enter at your own risk, but that'll help keep you cool until you can see your hairstylist.
I don't have
Uh-oh, we got to find you one.
I don't have one. And with the shears, what's your recommendation as far as the time?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. The shears I use are like $300. You're not going to be buying those.
No,
because I cut so much hair all the time. You can, Sally's has trimming shears. You just look for trimming shears. You can actually order on Amazon too. So they'll be good enough for you to handle your hair without folding it or damaging it. It'll be fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep playing with that, because
I'm excited. Like I said, it's a wash day. And what's your suggestion? Because since it's a wash day, I've seen a lot of suggestions doing like the pre-poo. So a lot of times before I actually would wash my hair, I'll put oil in it and let it sit there, and then I'll kind of detangle a little bit and leave it there for a little while, and then I'll start my whole process as far as shampooing and going from there. Should I do that or no?
Are you getting a benefit from it?
I play around. I haven't stuck. This is the longest I've stuck with something as far as this product, but I don't know if what I'm doing before I use the product is something I should be doing. So I don't know what's worked for me.
How did you find out about that?
Looking up online, just trying to look at different forums. And
what did they say was the value of pre-poo?
For moisture, detangling. It's because a lot of times I'll have my hair in a style, so detangling it before I actually start shampooing. And so I guess it creates more slip. So when I want to go through actually detangling before I shampoo it, I guess the oil, or if you do conditioner to pre-poo it, it helped with detangling. It would help with detangling hair if your hair was detangled.
Did you know?
So that's why I tried. Did I notice the difference?
Is it helping?
Yay and nay. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure as far as it's my own hair.
Okay, so listen at this. This is so good. I love these conversations. So Marshana wanted to know, what is a pre-poo? Pre-pooing is when people tend to take oil. Are you using jojoba oil, olive oil? Which one did you use?
Olive oil.
Okay. So they basically put olive oil on. It's almost like a hot oil treatment, but it's not hot. And they put it on, saturate the hair, massage it in, and literally take their time going through each strand, just kind of detangling it, either finger detangling it, or that's what you should be using, right? Finger, okay. Yeah, finger detangling it, not a tool just yet. because the hair is dry. This is before you actually put the water on. And it's said to help detangle the hair and add more moisture. And then Cena, thank you, Cena. Sheena says that she heard pre-poo helps retain the natural oils that are lost using the shampoo. So that's interesting because if it's a pre-poo, that's before you shampoo. So if you use it before you shampoo and then you shampoo everything out, it's going to go out with the shampoo. So I don't know if it helps you restore the oils since you're doing it before you actually get rid of everything by shampooing the hair. I'm going to look into that. For me as a hairstylist, we don't tend to have time to do pre-pooing on y'all. Otherwise, you'll be at the salon longer than you want to be, which a lot of you have been anyway, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I don't work like that, but I get it. So if the pre-pooing is something you notice has changed your life, the life of your hair, continue to do it. If not, then it's just an extra step. Get into your shampooing. And I think that the deep conditioning, the mass conditioning, and the leave-in are the most important parts of your hair regimen. Because when the hair is wet, the cuticle is open, and that's when it's ready to receive all the good stuff inside of it. That's when you can condition it, put the mask on, you put your leave-in on, and it starts to dry up and keep that inside of the layers. So to me, it's the conditioning process that means the most. But that's just what I, feel. All right. Nicole, keep going, girl. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we're going to get a few more questions. Let me see. Now I got to figure out. Oh, I think we can read. I got to figure out how to get Nicole out. My computer's acting up on me today. I don't know what's happening here, but we're going to figure it out. Nicole, see if you, I don't know why it's acting up.
You said, see if I can.
I don't know. It's not, I'm pressing buttons. Nothing's happening. I don't know what's happening. I was going to say, see if you can leave and come back, but that might not work. That might cut off everything. Hold on, Nicole. We're going to figure this out. Because it is not my friend right now.
So are you wanting me to leave, like end and then rejoin?
Don't really want that to happen, Nicole. I'm trying to figure it all the way out right now.
Someone said that you gave me host rights.
I
So
did.
did that.
That's the only way I was able to bring you in, and now it won't let me. But I was able to get you out earlier,
So,
and now so maybe Nicole, if you go in back as an attendee, then I can figure it out. She has this. Okay, so give her hope. Yeah. Can you give it back to me, Nicole, actually? Because
how do I do that?
I know.
I've been on Zooms, but I never hosted or was
Crazy. This whole thing is a whole trip. Remove her as a panelist. Okay, let me see. I see you here. We're going to try to figure this out. And now it won't let me. I might have to go out and come back.
host.
You know, if you go around the bottom, oh, here. So I don't know why it won't let me get you a different position. It won't let me change your position. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even know what to do.
How did I switch it back to DC where?
No. And it was so easy getting you on here. And now it's like not happening. Oh, hold on. I got it. Boom. Yeah. There we go. I read it and figured it out. Okay, let's go to our next question. I see some hands raised. I'm going to go with Kathy. Kathy, are you still around? Are you there, Kathy? Kathy, you there? Did we lose Kathy? Hello? You're on mute,
I'm
Kathy.
here. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
do you want to come on the video part?
I'm trying to, I got kicked out. And
Let's try.
okay, it says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Um, let's try. Hold on, Kathy. We're gonna try it one more time. One more time, Kathy. I think I need to take a little class. Kathy, is it letting you in now? Just gonna make you a host. It's the easiest way I can do it. Hi, you're on mute, but you can unmute yourself.
Okay, how's that?
Boom.
Okay.
We
Perfect.
did it.
Yay.
Thanks everybody for like trying to help me figure this out. All right. Hey.
Okay, so I have been texturizing my hair for quite a while, and about 3 weeks ago I cut it all off, except you can see the part that's very straight from the texturizer.
Yeah.
And then I had her dye it blonde for the first time, so something new. So my question, I've never done in the past, I've just been able to put, like, I use Mix Chicks products, and I could usually just wet it and leave that in there and it would kind of scrunch up with the texturizer. But now that it's just me, I hadn't done that. What you gave us today, as far as using the product and kind of raking your fingers through. So I need to try that, because what I did today was just kind of put the product in and brush it all back, and then kind of just pushed it forward to get the wave pattern in.
Okay.
But I noticed that it does dry out because I don't sleep and wrap it. I don't know what to do with it at night with this length. And it does dry out, so it gets kind of frizzy. But this is all very fresh curled because she just cut it all off. It used to be short.
Okay. Okay. Did you have it straight before?
No, I was texturizing it. So it was still the perm solution, just not leaving it on as long. But because it goes for so long, like if you can see
Yeah, I'm looking at the straight parts. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
That part does wave up, you said, when you put more
I
product?
scrunch it, yeah, a little bit. But this is where it's darker because
Yeah.
I hadn't had it done since February. So this is all kind of me where it's a little bit darker towards the
Okay. So you're wondering if the LOC method will work for you?
Yeah.
Best thing to do is definitely try it tonight. But also, do you have a satin cap around or a satin pillowcase?
I can get one.
Yeah, order you one of those. Order you, I think it's the slap cap, which is the one with the satin on the inside.
Okay.
Or if it's not comfortable sleeping in that, you can just get a satin pillowcase. Because what happens when we sleep on cotton, the fibers of the cotton pull out the moisture, pulls it out from our skin and our hair. And you're trying to keep moisture in, especially having the color and wearing the natural and gel and things like that. So definitely, I would sleep with a satin cap or pillowcase. But before that, if you're going to do this, then you need just a plastic bag. You remember the lunch lady would have the little plastic bag, not a shower cap, it's too noisy, but the plastic bag I would just put on. And then that way, you missed it, put the plastic bag on, and then your slap cap and go to sleep. Now, if you having changes, which means you might sweat at night, I'm sorry.
I think I'm past that.
Okay, okay. Well, you look
I'm past
really young. I didn't know, but
No,
yeah.
I'm in my late 50s, so
Wow.
we'll
Beautiful. Okay.
see how that
So
goes.
yeah, I will definitely try it and see if it makes it easier for you in the morning. Might be where you don't even have to do much to your hair, to be honest.
Okay. But
Mhm.
sleeping with a plastic cap, that'll
Yeah,
make a difference.
that's why I was saying that makes like that. It's like a humid. It creates humidity, so it creates
Okay.
like a climate for your hair. that helps
Okay.
it moisturize and thrive. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I will try it. Thank you. I love you. I love your styles. You're an inspiration. My daughters, they're all natural.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
so it's really nice to see this younger generation of young women embracing who they are, because
Yeah.
there's nothing better than taking a shower and having the water touch your scalp and relieve all that tension. I tell people all the time, Black women don't know what we're missing by all these years of having to protect our hair under circumstances, if it's swimming,
Yep.
if it's showering, if it's just having the rain fall on it, and it makes you feel like in touch with yourself.
Yes,
You know,
I love
that
this.
release
Thank
that
you.
tension. If
Oh,
more of us could experience that, you know, it's very therapeutic to just have that water touch your scalp. Because, you know,
yeah.
it's so sensitive. The scalp is so sensitive.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Kathy, for saying that. Thank you. You're
all
so
right.
right. Thank you.
All
And
right. Thank
keep
you.
going. And wait, if that doesn't work, hit me. Let me know. Send me a message at askfeliciamore@gmail.
Okay.
MORE. Ask Felicia More. MORE@gmail.com. And then we'll
Okay.
find you another formula or products that will work better.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I need to give you permissions back, or
I
do we
think
have it
I was
all?
able to do it. I think I
Okay.
got it. Yep.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. I'm working it out, y'all. Finally got it. I finally got it. Okay. Shamil, you ready? I'm about to bring you in. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, perfect. All right. So I'm gonna, where'd it happen? There you go. All right. Can you want to come on camera? I'm gonna bring you in.
Yes,
All right. Here we go. And did I say your name right?
you did.
Okay. So it might be asking, there we go. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Felicia, I'm fine.
Good to see you today.
It's good to see you. I took my hair out, so it's like short right here. Can you see it?
I can see it, yeah.
It's short right there and long right there. So before I went natural, I had a relaxer in my hair, and I caught myself making me a bang, and so I made my bang, and then I decided to go natural, and then it just never grew past that, and it's been about 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because your hair is usually long, it grows pretty fast.
Nope, it sure don't.
Well, you might be looking at shrinkage. So before, when you had a relaxer, how long was your bang? So like here?
um, it was probably right there.
Okay. And so you're saying that since you've been natural, you don't feel like it's grown much, or?
It's stuck. As far as my front is concerned, it feels like it's stuck right here. It's stuck like right there. So like it's not going past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not going
Because
past that.
it looks like your hair was cut shorter on the side and left longer on the top, but that's not what they did, right?
No. I actually got the rest of my hair braided up. I just took the front out so I can try to figure out something. I don't know. But my hair is really dry. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Do you have those products there? That remember I was
I
saying
do.
okay. Can you set your phone
I
up
got everything.
and see
Yeah.
what your hair will do when you, and do you have your bottle? Yes.
Hmm.
Do you put anything in it yet?
I just got the water.
Okay. So where's your let's see, what leave-in are you using, or conditioner?
Yeah, so my conditioner, Miss Felicia, I have to admit, I'm product junkie, so I have a lot of different products. I have 3 whole bags full of products I got to use up. But right now, this is my conditioner.
Okay. That's not terrible. Okay.
Okay.
So put a couple of squirts, not too much, but just a couple of quick squirts in the bottle.
Like real cheap.
Okay, that's good. Uh, um, And then, do you have any oil around?
Yes. So this is the oil I got. I got it from hair
That
show.
one might be too thick.
Too thick.
Maybe.
Okay. I have
Don't worry. Let's see what this conditioner is gonna do, because the way it came out, I want to make sure it's gonna shake up. Make sure you can shake it up and get the water cloudy. And do you have a gel by you? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I have also let me show it to you. This from back in the day.
Oh, girl, that's back in the day for real. Okay. That's not the best. We gonna get you some better ones.
Yeah.
But today we just gonna see what your hair will do. So wet that one section really good, the way you saw Nicole do earlier. Get it really wet. And I feel like your hair might be also, it's either a tight 3C or a 4A, but I'll know shortly. You got it wet. Okay. So just in one section at a time.
Okay.
Like, let's start here or either at the top, one or the other, just on the side or the top. You're gonna wet a little bit more and put that gel in. And you're gonna start from the bottom and claw your way back to the roots. And you guys remember, don't put the product on the scalp, because you don't want to clog your pores and make it hard for the hair to grow out. So I hope you probably gonna use more gel than that. You're gonna need to like get in there with it. I see these curls coming out, and go underneath the hair as well, like underneath. Yep. All right. Let's see. How's it feel? Does it feel like the curls are popping?
It did. Can you see it? I had to pull up my phone.
It looks like I can. Yeah, it looks like it's coming. One part of it is frizzy, and I think it's just because it needs more water and gel. But yep. So I think I was right. It's like a tight 3C 4A.
Okay. Because it's also gray. Let me see if you can see my gray hair.
I see a little bit of the gray hair. Yeah.
It's like the gray hair is real stubborn. So like I can't figure out how to keep it laid down when I do my twist. It's always sticking out.
It's hard because the gray hair is wiry, so it's very difficult to get it on lockdown. What do you use to do your twist?
So this is what I use for my twist.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. Okay.
And
so
Beverly's
asking me what your hair will look like when it's dry. And I love it. I love this question from Beverly because her hair will shrink, but her hair texture will be defined. So, and because your hair is shorter on the side, it's probably going to look like you cut it on purpose like that. It's probably actually going to have a nice shape to it. Because most people have hair on the sides and it's shorter on top. So the fact that your hair is longer on top and shorter on the sides, you can probably pack it down and it'll look like you got a cut that way. So for you,
go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to get about 60% shrinkage with the wash and go, unless you diffuse it.
Okay, this is how my hair looks dry. It looks really dry.
I think it's your application. Okay, so let's before we go, so now you know how to achieve that definition in your hair with this and the gel. But I want you to get the Aunt Jackie's flaxseed gel. Because that gel you got, I'm surprised it hadn't grown legs and left. That's old school gel. I haven't seen that gel in a minute. I also want you to send me a message. I want to do a private consult with you because I think you need styling techniques so I can show you how to do different hairstyles, and we don't have enough time on here to go through it. But I want you, anybody who's interested in doing private consults, you guys just hit me at Ask Felicia More, that's MORE, at gmail.com. But I want you to have all your products there. And also, I'm going to have you look at the Rasta Free Marley hair, because I create a lot of hairstyles with that. When you have short hair, if you have that Rasta Free, I'm going to put it in the notes here to everybody. It's so helpful. It's Rasta. Am I saying it? Spelling it right? Yes. Rasta Free. And that is the Marley hair. And it has texture to it, so you can actually create a lot of good hairstyles.
And then you told me to get the Aunt Jackie's the flaxseed gel.
Yeah, Aunt Jackie's flaxseed gel. Now it's usually it's called Don't Shrink. That's
okay.
Yeah. You guys got this? Putting it in the notes. Don't shrink. All right. So I put it there for everybody. And I think you did a pretty good twist out too. But we're gonna go over it. So let's do a private, and in that way I can give you more hairstyle options. Because the dryness, I think you might need to you're gonna have to switch a few products up.
Okay.
Look at this. Before you go, I want you to check this out. There's this company, it's called Alodia. And I just discovered them about 3 months ago, and their products are incredible. And this is ALODA, Alodia. Can you see? It might come up backwards, but it's Alodia. And I absolutely think that this product works great on all textures. All textures. Okay. This is going to give you the moisture you're looking for. From her shampoo, she makes a black soap shampoo that's amazing, to a marshmallow mask, which is here. It's got honey, amino acids, avocado, peppermint oil, and it's incredible. And then she makes this butter, this cream that you twist the hair with, and it's so light. It's just like whipped. It's so nice. Okay. So you guys can book your private consult here. So yeah, we're going to get together because I need to give you a little bit more detailed instructions for your hair. But it's gorgeous hair. All of y'all have some pretty hair, man. Y'all come in here. You just need me to, I don't know, just tell you that it's beautiful. It is. It's beautiful. Yeah.
But I did want to ask you though, as far as my hair on the side not growing, what exactly can I do to it? I know you said on your other video you use the JVCO, the castor oil on the scalp, so it can penetrate or whatever. But what other steps can I do?
So you can do the rice water rinse. And that's also on some of my old webinars. I talked about that. You can find it at askfelicia.com. The rice water rinse is like, everybody has rice at home. You boil the rice, you collect the water, and you set it in a spray bottle overnight. And then before you shampoo your hair, you spray it on your hair and sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And what it does is it's got amino acids inside of it. And it really does bring up the keratin, which is the shine, and it goes into the cortex of the cuticle to make it stronger. So, and women have said for centuries that their hair grows. So why not try it? Every time before you shampoo your hair, spray the wash water. I think it lasts maybe 2 weeks, but if you set it out in heat, y'all, and it has like a rancid odor, throw it out. Yeah, okay. It's natural. It's you know, there's nothing that feels in between it being just the rice water to make it last longer.
Okay. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you for Miss Felicia.
You too. Thanks for joining today, and I look forward to seeing you on our private.
Yes, ma'am. I will schedule it when we get off.
Sounds good. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. Do I need to hit any?
Nope. Good. Hey, y'all. Okay, so we're going to take a few more questions. Time went fast. My God. Nora, do you still want to come in? Nora, you there? I know
Hi,
some of
can
you
you
have,
hear me?
yes, I know some of you have to go, so that's not a problem because I'm around and we will always be able to talk about it. So Nora's gonna come on really
Okay.
quickly and I'll be able to see you in 2 seconds, Nora, and so will everybody else. Okay. Is it asking about your camera?
Not yet.
Try to turn your camera on because I made you the host. So now you have control. There you are. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for hanging in there and still being on for an hour.
So my hair, I suffered from like, I went and got one bad blowout done and it caused like major heat damage to it. So at the moment, I'm not trying to do a big chop quite yet. I want to have it grown out. So I've been sharing.
Sets. It looks like
Yes,
you
I've been
bantu
doing
knots. Yes, that's great.
I have a brush.
Nice.
And I use, one is from the the
Mhm.
detail comb, and I use that to do rod sets to like offset because it's like two textures in my hair right now. I think that I'm like 4B, 4C, like a mixture of my hair and it's wet. Like when it was in its like fully natural hair, I would do my typical style would be twist outs, but I blew it out straight for an interview and then it just never shrunk back up. So it's like, so I guess my question is like, what other suggestions for like styles as I'm like transitioning between to get back to my natural?
I'll tell you this, and before I say that, Ashley Scott, yes, Camille Rose Moisture Milk is really good, and you can use that in your LOC. Okay, so when you're trying to get the heat damage situation under control, I don't always go for the big chop first unless people are like, I don't care, cut it. I often tell them to do the rod sets, the flexi rods. The flexi rods is going to give you a little bit more length. The bantu knot type of way is going to shrink it a little more and make it look shorter. The trick is that you have to hang in there for like a year with your sets, because as your hair grows little by little, that's when you cut up just a little time. And that way it doesn't look like you had this big chop. It's like you're kind of keeping it even. But I want to show you something. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do it every 6 weeks. I trim a little bit off.
Okay. Yeah, that's the best way. And then this is the trick. This right here is going to make the style last longer. Have you ever seen this?
Yes, I have.
This is my secret weapon. A lot of hairstylists don't know that when they do these curly sets, okay, when they do these curly sets, that this is the finish. If you take a little bit of this, it's like a concentrated grease, and you go down the curl as you're separating each one and coat it with this, it makes it water resistant and it lasts longer. So your rod sets will probably last you 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Just cover it at night with your bonnet and it'll bounce right back. So this is going to help you, and it'll seal your hair and it seals the moisture in.
So that's when I'm taking the rods down.
Exactly. Once it's dry. I wouldn't just put this on as a daily thing. I would only do it taking down the rods. But if you hang in there with that, and then you just kind of switch it up. Like, you know, sometimes you might decide you want braids, or maybe you part it here and wear curly hair. Maybe you bring it in your face, so you wear curly there, or take it up from the back. So there's different things you can do. But in terms of growing it out, stick with this. It'll be the fastest way to do it. And use the black Jamaican castor oil on your scalp.
I actually use the Haitian. I'm Haitian, so I use Haitian black castor oil.
Yeah, that's great too. But do it every day or every other day. You have to stick with it. And we're talking like stick with it 3 months, 6 months in order to really see the results.
Okay. And so I tend to wash every week, like every Sunday. Do you think that might be too much as far as manipulating it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can go longer, especially with the quarantine. Maybe wait, because you want your styles to last, especially after I was telling you about this. So maybe after 2 weeks, your scalp is going to let you know, because
Yeah.
it'll start to itch. It'll start to feel like something is going on, and you're like, okay, what's happening? That's the cue, like, wash me.
Washing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think what other, like, I basically shampoo and I deep condition and I use like a heat cap. I do like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do that every 2 weeks instead of every week, or when I feel like it's ready.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. You in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. And then hit me when you're ready to trim, because you're going to have to do something a little different with the heat damage as it relates.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, y'all. So let's go. I'm trying to get through these questions because I know some of you have been waiting. Uh-oh. I ran into a name that looks really pretty, and I don't know if I can say it right. I don't want to mess it up. El? Is it El? Are you there?
Hi, Felicia. It's Ehai.
Hi. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna bring you on, and there you are. All right. So your camera should start any second.
Yeah. Sorry for my crazy. Yeah, so I've been natural for a year and a half now. And since quarantine and everything started, I've been trying to do my hair myself.
Yes.
I'm 4C, I think.
Yeah.
And I think what I've really struggled with since I've been trying to do it myself is understanding what the right balance is between like protein and moisture. And I think I'm low porosity because I did those tests, but I'm not sure.
Texture forests tend to have low porosity. Our hair dries out the fastest, but the base will stay wet. But the ends dry out because of the sun. The sun loves our hair. But protein, I don't know that you have to worry about that. Most leave-in conditioners have a certain amount of protein in them, and some of the hair masks provide that. Now, if you find that your hair is shedding more than usual, then you may need a protein treatment, which is totally different from you trying to figure out the right balance of protein and moisture.
Okay. So basically, I was using rice water for a while initially. I think I probably used it a bit too much because I was like excited when I started taking care of my hair myself. So I think I started experiencing quite a lot of shedding at that time, which is when I started worrying that I wasn't supposed to use protein. But I'm glad to know that that's
might be
not
well, it could be many things. It's not just always one thing. It could be that you're protein sensitive.
Okay.
And in that case, if you're using a protein, how do you know you're protein sensitive, guys? Okay, so if you're using a protein leave-in conditioner or some type of protein, and your hair starts to shed more, or your scalp feels a little irritated, protein sensitive. But if you're just doing your regular old normal everyday stuff, and all of a sudden, or you just had a baby and the hair starts to shed, you're stressed out, then you should try Afro G treatment, or like I like this one. This helps a lot. Some people like Olaplex, and that helps them as it relates to stopping the shedding. But I want to ask you something. Were you only doing the rice water, or were you doing a mask and a deep conditioner and rice water?
Yeah, I was doing the whole process.
Because if you're doing the rice water and you're doing a mask, it's too much. It's going to dry the hair out and it'll snap.
Okay.
Mask can sometimes be drying. And so the two of those things was too much. You were giving it too much protein. Too much.
Okay.
So it was zapping it. So it's either one or the other. And you can go on and off. So if you do one Saturday of rice water, the next Saturday you just do your deep conditioner. then
Okay.
following. So, but not all of it at the same time.
Okay, cool. So you would advise, because at that point I got a little bit crazy. So now I have two sets of products, one which is like protein free and the other one which has protein. So would you advise that I just carry on as normal and just use regular products?
Yeah, I would suggest that, but I also really want you to start to write down when you notice your hair is doing this, because
Okay.
it may even not be the products. It may be something else. You know what I mean? It may
Yeah.
be that like somebody like hung up too abruptly and it stretched you and it caused the
Yeah.
oxygen in your blood flow to not meet the expectations of your hair, and that causes stress and that breaks the hair. It could be something you ate. It could be, there's so many things that it could be. So what I
Yeah.
want you to do is I want you to just do your normal routine for 2 weeks, and then do the protein routine for 2 weeks
Okay.
and write down the results. Your hair will let you know
Yeah.
every time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That was
Before
really
you
helpful.
go though, I want to tell you, when you use your products and you section your hair off, okay, I want you to make sure that your application is thorough. It's very, very important that
Yeah.
when you take your product, you go down the front and underneath and pay attention to the ends and massage from the bottom all the way back to the root. Not the
Okay.
scalp, but the root, which means you get close to the scalp. And you will feel if the product is on the hair. You're going to move in a downward motion because texture fours, the shingles on the hair are usually raised and open. And so
Yeah.
you move downward to make them flat so that they lock in the moisture. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So is that when I'm moisturizing my hair?
Or doing a twist out or putting any kind of product on to like do a style. Make sure
Okay.
you thoroughly have it on your hair, and it should disappear as you massage it. If it doesn't disappear, then that product is not penetrating for you. Does that make sense? I lost you. Can you there? Your volume went out. Uh-oh, I lost you. I don't know. These phones are crazy. I see you, but and your volume is on my side, but I can't hear you. But all these phones are acting up. I think it might be the heat. There's like a lot happening. Okay, Ihe. Well, you can always send me an email, and if there's anything you missed, and we can finish up that way. But I just wanted to tell you that. Can you hear me? No? Uh-oh. Okay, send me an email or go out and come back. Okay. Okay, y'all. So what do we have? We have 10 minutes left? 10 minutes. All right, let me take a couple more questions really quickly. I can do this again next Saturday. I think this is probably the best way. I can show you guys hairstyles, but I feel like you actually benefit more from being able to pop in here and ask questions. Okay, Melissa, you said, can I repeat the name of the new product line? Yes, it's a Lodia. And this is it. Can you see that still? Without the sun shining, a Lodia. Alodia. I think you can see it that way. This product is great for moisture in every texture of hair. And also this LRC leave-in, he makes the best conditioning products. He makes a conditioner called Potion that will transform your hair. It's absolutely incredible. And I love this. I actually do twist outs and braids with this, and I mix it in my LOC. Okay, let's see. Where are we, y'all? Where are we? Nicole. Oh, no problem, Nicole. I know y'all got to go. So let's answer a few more questions really quickly. Oh, y'all got some really good questions. Shania, where are you? Did I get you? Y'all have good questions. I just put the Q&A up. Lauren wants to know, do I recommend rose water for hydrating the hair? I hope she's still here. You know, rose water is tricky because I have seen people use rose water and nothing's happened. Hair totally dry. So I feel like what rose water does is it has something more to do with the pH balance of the hair and not necessarily the hydration of the hair. Um, and I think earlier Nicole may have had glycerin in her bottle, which is pretty good. Glycerin works really good, and aloe vera gel works great. Okay, Ashley, are you still there, Ashley? Do you want to come on and talk?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right, I'm going to promote you, and y'all are hanging today.
I have to figure out. Let me start the video.
Here we go. It should pop up.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm here.
how
Hi.
you doing?
Fine. I put hair product in my hair before, and I brought my light so you can see closer.
Okay.
Here, I used As I Am.
Oh, the moisturizer.
And it was very light, watery like. So this is how it came out with my hair.
Yeah.
And
How's
then
it feel? It looks so soft.
yes, it's very soft. I have a soft texture, but when it's dry, it's dry.
Yeah.
Then I use this, which I asked you about. The
yeah.
Rose. And then this is how it came out here.
So, okay, so that side looks a little bit more defined. And then let me see the other side again.
And this is the one with As I Am.
Camille Rose might be the one for you.
Yeah, and then here I just used some
avocado mousse. I'm an avocado.
Yeah, by design, and it stretched my hair. So this is how it came out here.
It stretched it, yes. And I wonder, because you have color on the ends, because sometimes color will change the product totally and make it look dry. So I wonder what the avocado almond will do in about an hour. I like their products, Design Essential. Everything you have there is actually really good, but I think that Camille Rose is the one.
Yeah, and when I use this shampoo, I don't have to detangle my hair at all. It detangles it automatically.
Because your hair is closer to 3C.
3C, okay.
Yeah, it's closer to like a curly, soft curl. So less is more for you. You know, you need products that are lightweight, but actually kind of like seal in the moisture, especially with the color on. And how often are you deep conditioning?
I don't. I usually don't. I just usually go to the salon, and my beautician doesn't do natural hair. She just braids it down, and then she puts a weave on so it can grow out, because she said that's all I can do.
Oh, okay. Now, when she braids your hair down, does she use anything?
She just uses oil. Oil. I don't know what kind of oil.
You need to take a cream in to her, because if she's braiding it down and it sits in there and it's drying out, what happens is when you get a weave and your hair gets braided down, we sweat, and inside the sweat is sodium. That's going to dry the hair out, and it causes to like irritate the scalp a bit. And then the hair that is used to go on top of our hair isn't usually cleansed, which means like it would have to be soaked in white vinegar and water for a day or so. So the particles from the hair that's been treated, along with the sodium that's drying our scalp out, irritates the scalp, and it causes thinning sometimes. So it's better for you to take like a cream in there or a butter that's going to seal your hair. So as she's braiding it, the hair is actually being protected from all of that stuff going on. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So please take her like a cream. Take her even, I like this one. I braid with this sometimes. And the one I showed you guys, the Elodia, she makes a good butter. And I would take either one of these in. I also use Bonita Afro Balm by the Dew to braid. And it's really nice and heavy, and it coats the hair. It seals it. So I would I would use a cream. Anytime you get braids, even if it's like individuals with synthetic hair added, make sure they coat it with a cream, not a gel and not an oil. It's too dry. It'll cut into the cuticle layers of the hair and make it have issues with porosity.
Oh, okay, I see. And I can agree because when it's done, when she finishes, it's very dry, and then when I'm taking down my hair, a lot of it is coming out.
Yeah, yeah. Use a cream. It's gonna change your life.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for joining and hanging in there and waiting. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
beautiful Saturday. I'm going to
You
take
too.
2 or 3 more questions, and then we're going to jump off into the next Saturday. So thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. So how do I switch it back over to
Don't
you?
worry, I got you. I got it now, girl. I'm figuring it out.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So let's see. How about Rosa? Rosa, are you there? Rosa, are you there? You might have to unmute yourself. Yeah, I think you're muted. But if you still want to ask a question, I'm trying to hang for a minute because I know we only have a very short amount of time. So let me know. All right. So ADE. Ooh, cute. Y'all got cute names. Adi? Are you there, Adi?
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. Do you want to come on? You?
Sure.
Okay. It's gonna start any second. All right. Should pop on now. It might be asking you. It looks like you're muted and your camera's off, but you can switch it. You're the host now, so you can switch it up.
Okay.
I hear you, so that's great. And then your camera.
I don't know how to do.
Did you move your mouse around the bottom where it says video?
Hold on one second. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No worries. You know, we in the house, it's quarantine, so everybody
It's so weird because I don't have
Well, I see you. Wait.
the video. Hold on. Oh,
sorry, you gave permission to the wrong person.
Oh, no
I'm
wonder.
gonna go back on mute. I know. I was like, I see her.
I was
Okay,
like, wait a minute.
I'm
Okay,
gonna go back out. Okay, I'll wait.
hang around. We'll be right there. Wait, but I see. Huh. Oh, I know what I got to do. Hold on, y'all. We got this. Because finally, I was feeling really confident, actually. It's like, I
Do
can.
I need to exit or maybe?
No, don't worry. I got you. All right. So let's get you on here. And I think we're doing it. Wait a minute. Why won't it pull you in? Come on, Adi. Get in there with me. Adi, why won't it let you come be in with me? Can you hear me? Adi, you there? I don't
I'm
know.
here. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but see if you can click the video now.
Video settings. Okay.
No?
Hold on. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why.
That is weird. Because you are now. There you go.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Hi. How are you doing?
You made it. You made it. Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I honestly, I had just asked a question, but I feel like God wants me to be here, because I was just thinking how this is so amazing, so beautiful, and I was just kind of like messing with my hair. Hi, I don't know. Okay, I guess the question that I have is,
We met.
We have met before.
Sundance Film Festival.
Yes. Hi.
Sure. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
You're amazing.
Yeah, this is so cool that you're doing this. I'm just so touched. This is like technology and Black people, and this is so awesome. I have been natural all my life, but I'm really, I don't know, just curious as to how to just really retain length. In the past, I used to do a lot of two-strand twists, smaller two-strand twists, but I'm kind of bored with it, and I want to do something different. So, for example, I'm thinking about doing knotless braids. So I want to. What's the best thing for me to do to my hair to protect it, so that it's, because sometimes I hear, depending on the hair, you just have to be careful to really coat the hair. So anyway, I'm just curious.
Let me tell you, this is a great question. All right, for all of you who are hot and bothered and need to go ahead and put your hair up in a protective style, that's listening. The preparation. When you get the hair, the synthetic hair, it doesn't matter what the hair is, you should absolutely soak it in white vinegar and water. It's a mixture. I actually put it either in the sink or in the tub. And I basically, when you get the hair, it comes on a rubber band.
Yep.
Don't remove that rubber band. Just take it out of the packaging, and you run water, and you put like a container of white vinegar in the water. Some people use ACV, but I don't think it's necessary. I think just the simple white vinegar is gonna cleanse it. And you soak the hair, and you go away. You come back in about an hour, you're gonna see all these chemicals sitting on top of the water. These are the chemicals that go on to people's hair, and later on they cannot figure out why they lost hair. They don't know why they're balding, or they don't know why their scalp is inflamed.
Yeah.
So there's so many chemicals on it. So soak the hair, you all, hang it on a hanger by that little rubber band, and let it just air dry. When you go to get your braids, make sure you use a cream, because just like I was telling the last beautiful lady, is that when you braid without it, the hair gets dry. And when you're using the synthetic hair, it cuts. It's almost like it's this rope cutting into our hair.
Yes.
And so it peels back the cuticle. And when the cuticle peels back, it does this. It curls around. So guess what happens when it's out? It grabs the other hairs, and they tangle and create fairy knots. And then that webbing. And so we're like, why is my hair breaking off? Why is it short down here? What's going on? And it's because you should coat it, seal it, and then do the braids. The knotless braids are the best because they don't rip on the hair. They're easy on the edges. You can move them around faster than you could the regular braids. They're not so stiff. And they feel lighter. And that would be the best thing. Now, after that, how long do you plan on leaving them in?
I would like to leave them as long. I mean, I'm not able to leave braids in my hair when I was young. So if I could do it for a month, that would be miraculous. That would be awesome.
5 weeks. So I suggest, if you can, after 2 to 3 weeks, you should get a retouch on the perimeter so that it does not hang and pull out your edges. Just have them just retouch the perimeter, just so that you pull it back and it's not hanging on by a thread. You can probably do 4 to 5 weeks, and in between that time, oil your scalp. I suggest Jamaican black castor oil because it fertilizes at the root and helps to grow the hair. It helps rebuild the cells to grow the hair. But I am aware that a lot of people don't like using oil because they feel like it's just too thick and too heavy for the hair. But when your hair is in braids, you have to take care of the scalp. It's the part that's exposed the most.
Yes. And another quick question. So a lot of the YouTube tutorials, people are like shellacking the hair with gel to when they're braiding it. I don't mess with gel like that, and so I mean I feel like, I don't know, it's like a new thing that everyone is doing, and it doesn't, I don't need it to be smooth, but I mean it should be fine if yeah, cream, exactly. Okay, cool.
All you need, just the cream.
Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Your hair, when it's wet, does it look more like 4B or 4C or 4A?
If it's wet, it's usually super shrinkage, and it's like tight coil.
So maybe you're 4B.
Maybe a mix between 4B and 4C, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe your 4C is here, right in the middle, in the back.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm so bad. I just assumed that I was 4C, but then a friend of mine was like, she was like, I don't think you're 4C. So I don't know, but I just know it's, it when it's wet, it's like super duper like coils, like tight coils. I don't know if I can.
Well, when you come out of the braids, well, let's revisit this conversation, because I want to see what your hair is wet, so I can show you which products work best for your texture.
Okay. Because I've also been someone I've never thought. I think someone has tried to do a wash and go. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think I'm not someone who can do a wash and go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, 'cause I'm just trying to look at different styles, protective styles outside of, really small 2-strand twists. I just need some options, because I'm just so, I mean, it works, but I'd like some different options.
So this is the thing with Texture 4s. It's kind of limited in terms of twist outs. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to do more with smoothing, like hairstyles that are like, because I feel like do you know Tiana Paris?
Yes.
So I used to work on her all the time when she was here in LA. And I feel like you guys have similar textures. Yours might shrink a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure you have similar. So we did a lot of smooth styles. I took a lot of like the Marley, the Rasta Afri Marley hair, and I would pull her hair up and I would add that hair, and she would wear her hair up like that for days. And it takes 15 minutes to do that hairstyle. So there are other hairstyles you can do. When are you going to get your braids?
Well, I was going to go buy some hair on the Ave tomorrow, and I was going to do them myself.
Okay.
But I don't, there's no timeline, because I don't have the hair yet. So,
well, if you send me an email, I can book a private consult for you, and then you get some Marley hair, and I'll show you like 4 different hairstyles you can do.
And in terms of the smoothing, is there something that you recommend to use?
I do. Wait, where is it? I have this stuff I use that is like the bomb.
Okay.
And it really gets in there. I have so many products. My hair is my house is a beauty supply. It's like a beauty supply house. And I got a bunch of doll heads around that make me scared at night. This stuff here is really, really good. I don't know if it's backwards.
No, it's good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's the best one for Texture 4s in terms of smoothing your edges. A little bit goes a long ways. It's really thick, but it does the trick.
And it's not drying. It's not like makes the hair hard or anything.
Doesn't make the hair hard. But what I will say is, because I use this a lot on Issa Rae and there's flash, this doesn't, it has a matte look. Sometimes when you use something and there's a light hitting it, it looks bald.
Yes,
so yes. I like that this doesn't do that. I have another one that's really good, but this one's the best. Okay. The other one is from, I can't get to it. It is a big thing of gel. And it works very well. It's called Hair Gummy.
Okay, Hair Gummy.
Yeah, Hair Gummy gel is really another good one. And I can get the hair slick into a ponytail, Texture 4, without having to put all the gel throughout. I could just run it on the edges and bring the hair up really nicely.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you ever just need a one-on-one about the hairstyles and different things like that, like we have more time,
Okay.
hit me up.
Okay.
We're all here,
Really?
like down.
Oh, will do. I have to say what you're doing is incredible and amazing and such a gift. Like, thank you so much, because this is so needed for me. I speak for myself, but it's so beautiful to see. Like, this is wonderful that you do this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
truly.
your first time on here?
I've just sat in on a couple of your, like, before, like when you were doing things on Facebook, like
Oh yeah.
Rihanna and other people. Yeah, I saw a couple of those, but this is my first time on the Zoom. I just got the email like not that long ago, and I was like, oh, let me just log on. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
I sent it out last minute. I've been trying to navigate my life in the world of still working with Issa and then doing this. I love doing this. I love talking to everybody.
It's you're a godsend. Truly, this is awesome.
Thank
you. Well, I definitely will hit you up about the like a one-on-one.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Okay, one more question, and I think because where's my girl that was waiting? Is it Almez? Almez, you still there? And I don't know where Nicole. Nicole, did you leave? I was trying to get you on, but I'm gonna go ahead. Almez. Okay,
yes,
I'm gonna read.
I'm here. I'm gonna go. Can you give him some smoothie? I'm gonna go in the bedroom.
Okay.
I got my son is here.
Hey,
hey, baby. He's in the back. So hi, Felicia.
You're on camera right now. You just have
okay.
to.
Let me put.
Did it ask you about the video?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Yeah, Zoom might be having something happening today. I mean, it's been me and Zoom, but definitely I feel it because I made you the host, so you should be able to come on.
Oh, yeah, I only have the mute. Hand is still raised. Chat Q&A more. The more just has an option to disconnect audio or minimize webinar.
It's so weird. And so when you say video, it doesn't say stop video or start video anywhere?
No, it doesn't.
Felicia?
Yes.
Hi, it's Nicole. I think you have me on.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Zoom just switched you in.
It just decided, huh?
Yeah, this is so wild. I don't know.
Come out so she could get in?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know how. I got
Thank you.
Zoom doing its own thing. I thought it was me, but it's Zoom. All right, let's try this again. I see your face. You there?
You see me?
I see you.
Still not giving me the option.
I know, it is really crazy. Okay, let me try one more time. And the funny thing was...
Oh, it started. Okay, it's
working.
Right. You cannot start your video because the host has disabled it. Okay.
Okay, now... Should be there.
Now it's working. Hi.
How are you?
This is like a hair gospel that I look forward to on weekends. I think I missed you last weekend.
Yeah, I was actually traveling, so I replayed a interview that I did with Issa about her hair.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm just thank you so much for hosting this. I mean, this is amazing. I feel like I'm hanging out with you in your house and learning all about hair. I'm right there.
This
with
is
everyone else.
Yeah, because you know what we miss from being at the salon? We miss like being there having these conversations about hair and relationships and all kinds of things. So this kind of takes a little bit of that, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, it feels like that. Thank you again. So first of all, this is the bomb. I have the original. Yes.
Thank you.
This detangling brush is the best. Thank you, Felicia. So my hair, I had my son 17 months ago. My hair is growing fine, but my edges, like my baby hair just stuck in one length. And I don't know. I try to do the braiding thing. I try to prevent the pulling it all the way. Someone is asking where they can obtain more about personal consultation. But Yeah.
So wait, let me ask you something. Are you still breastfeeding?
I'm not. I stopped yeah, a while ago.
You want to
Um
try? I have something you could try. You want to grow the edges, right? You want to grow it?
yeah, it just seems like it's stuck in one place. I don't braid my hair, so it's not that. It just
There are
is
rats or
like
anything that's pulling too tight?
no, not really. I just put my hair on. I have the satin pillowcase. I
Okay.
put my hair on satin tie that I have on right now. It's just for some reason it's just not growing. Everywhere else my hair seems to be growing fine, but not my baby
So
hair.
I'm going to put this stuff up in the chat. It's called Growth
Okay.
Renew. Um,
Okay.
I'm not going to suggest the castor oil for you because I think it's too heavy. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's going to end up on your face more than your hair right there because your
Okay.
hair is fine. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So there's a lighter.
yeah,
Is it an oil?
the serum. It's not really an oil.
Okay.
They call it a serum. It's a moisturant. So
Okay.
it's not oily and it's
Mhm.
not thick. It's perfect. It's just like, and a
Yeah.
little bit is all you need, just on the edges,
Okay.
like
Okay.
every day. And
Okay.
usually,
Like before bed, like at night, or
I
in
wouldn't do
like
it at
with
night because
styling,
you lay down and then it'll come off. I would do
or
it in
it'll rub
the morning.
off. Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it in the
Okay.
morning. And then I
Okay.
think
Thank
in
you.
about 3 to 4 weeks, you should see a difference.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Because it's been like this for so long. I'd love to see it grow, you know, so it looks
Yeah.
proportionate.
No,
Yeah.
I think it can grow. I think it
Okay.
can grow.
Awesome.
Okay, I may have spelled moisture wrong. I
What
apologize.
was the name? Someone said
But
what was the name?
it's if you Google it, it'll come right up, and you might be able
Okay.
to get it on Amazon.
Okay.
Did it come up? You see, growth
Growth. Yes.
renewed moisture.
Got it. Let me copy it before I lose.
Yeah, by Profective.
Awesome.
So
Great. I will definitely buy, and Amazon has it. Okay. Great.
and if
Thank
you
you, Felicia.
find that you have thinning anywhere else on your scalp, try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my hair is so funny, right? Hair is fine, but in the middle, and I've heard you talk about it a couple of times, it's right here, it's like a whole different hair texture right in the middle. And I definitely heard you just say apply more, add more love to that, start with that, and then yeah. I'm gonna try that more.
Yep. I would tell people
Yeah.
if you have 3 children and
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are just chill, they're like, okay, it's whatever. And then
Right.
that one is like, I want this and that.
Right.
You got to go see about that one. And generally,
Right.
right there is the I want, you know.
Yeah, give me attention. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Thank
So good to see
you.
you, Felicia.
You
Bye,
too.
everyone. All
Bye.
right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Sure. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, boom. There we go. And oh, we're down to 2. I've actually, Nicole, girl, I'm coming. We're almost done. I think I went over my time, but I don't mind if y'all don't mind. So, Nicole, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You want to come on the camera? Let's see. I'm going to bring you in, and it should ask you now. You should be able to come on now. You see,
Can you
Nicole?
hear me?
I can hear
Okay.
you, but it should allow you to pop up. There you
Okay.
go.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay, and yourself?
Great.
Well, let me just give you a quick rundown.
Okay.
So this week, Thursday, is going to be 2 weeks that I transitioned from locks.
Ah,
I wanted to cut them, and then I'm like, you know what, let me just try combing it out to see. So I ended up combing out my locks. I cut them in half and started to comb it out. So I went like 2 weeks ago to get, I did the texturized curl method. I think that's what it's called.
hmm.
So
What'd you
what
use?
I'm sorry?
What did you use for that?
I went to a hairdresser, so I'm not really sure what product she used, but I'm 2 weeks in. So Thursday's going to be 2 weeks. I'm going for another appointment on Saturday. But I was told to use this. I don't know if you can see it.
Design Essentials. Is that the almond avocado?
Yes, the lotion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used the Cream of Nature Gloss and Shine for some sheen to it. But what I noticed is dry to me. Now, like I said, all this is new to me because I had locks for a little over 20 years. So all this is new. I've been watching, mind you, I've been watching YouTubes, like Instagram, different styles, and quarantine. My hairdresser ended up going back to her country. Oh, I'm sorry, not her country, but to St. Croix, to her home. And I didn't want to look for another loctician.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I've been talking about it for a while. Let me just do it. So I did. And I liked, of course, you know, when it's new, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's good. But now it's like, okay, what is going on with
It does
this?
look dry. It does look dry to me too. So
Yeah.
what I want you to do, did you hear me talk about the LOC in a bottle?
Yeah, and that's my, like I said, I've been watching your YouTubes. I've been taking notes because it's all new for me. So I heard you mention was it's low, wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Leave-in
It's liquid
conditioner?
oil and cream.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so it's water, some conditioner, and oil, like
Couple of drops
olive
of
oil.
oil. Yeah, a
Couple
couple
drops.
drops of either jojoba or olive oil. But yeah.
Right.
So, but also, did she suggest that you use any other products? Just the
No,
Ahmed?
the shop, they had their own product, and she said I could purchase the product. So I said, well, what do you have outside? Because my whole thing is, if I run out, I don't want to have to wait for the shop to open. So let me see what I could find in the store. So she's the one who recommended the
I don't
design
think that's
essentials.
gonna give you enough though.
Yeah, and you know what I noticed too, and I saw you on Curl Conquerors live the other night,
Yeah.
and you had mentioned that, you know, try not to give up on products, but I do notice some flaking, and I'm like, what is going on? So I still, you know, I'm still trying. Like I said, this is all new for
Well,
me.
that particular lotion is for texture, a finer texture of hair would probably
Okay.
benefit more. Your hair is a little thicker and a bit coarser, so you need more moisture.
Yes.
Um, and so I think that if I know she's doing the texturizer on you, I think what you will work really good is this one here. This is the curling cream gel. And it's not even a gel. I don't know why they call it that, but that's fine. It's a cream actually. And this is that company, Elodie, I was telling you about.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one is really great. Really,
And
really
that's for a
great.
daily moisturizer?
Yeah. And when I put it on, it really does add slip to the hair. I love this product for Texture 4. I don't get paid to say that. They don't even know I'm talking about it. I DM'd them and told them they just need to make sure they carry the product because
Okay.
they were sold out. And it's really, really a good line. So
Really? Now, I wonder if they have them, is it only online, or do you think they
it's
have
only
it in?
online.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, only online. I guess until we get back going where everything's open. Um,
Okay.
but it's good. I hope they actually end up going further and being in like, Target or something where you can get it,
Okay.
because it's really, really good. The other thing I want you to do, because you do have the texturizer, there is a company called Obia Naturals. And
Okay. Yeah, I saw that
Obia
on one of your YouTubes.
Yeah, Obia Natural, she makes a curl custard. And what that is it's a combination of a cream and a gel. So it's not as harsh as a gel with a whole bunch of alcohol, but it'll hold the style. So
Okay.
everybody listening, the difference between a gel and a cream on hair. A cream is going to moisturize the hair, but it's going to keep it soft and the style may not last as long. A gel is not going to moisturize the hair, but the style will last longer. It holds it in place. And so that's the difference when you're styling your hair. When you decide to choose between a cream and a gel, do you want moisture and softness, or are you trying to hold this hairstyle for a few hours or a few days?
I'm trying to hold it. Yeah.
Depending on what you
Well,
have to do. And I suggest you don't always use a gel, not every single time.
okay.
Sometimes you go in between and you let yourself be kind of easy with the gel. But
Okay.
Obia Naturals, I'll put it here. And there's also there's a discount code called Love Hair. that you guys will get 15% off Love
Okay.
Hair. And she makes this amazing deep conditioner called Babasu deep conditioner.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
My other question to you, because you know, like I said, it's new, so I want to go to the hairdresser for, you know, like maybe 2, 3 times before I start doing my own hair. So my next style, I was going to try the twist out, but I was going to just do a twist in, keep that twist in for like a week or so, and then take it out myself the following week. Do you have any suggestions on that? Is that something I should do, or should I just try the texture again?
No, totally a twist out.
I'm sorry?
A twist out would be perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You want to alternate.
Okay,
Because
great.
too much of one thing can sometimes be too much.
Right.
So totally do a twist out, and I would try to get the cream that they have. They have an amazing cream.
The Lodia cream?
To do it. You're gonna love your hair after getting this stuff. It's really
Okay.
good.
And one last thing, because I know you have other people trying to get on. I know you keep mentioning the rice water, and actually I'm going to do a consultation with you if you don't mind. Schedule appointment for my mom as well.
Okay.
Now I know you mentioned to do that before the wash, correct?
Yeah,
To
so
boil the water. Yeah. So how long do you keep that in your hair before you?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often do you do that?
You can do that every other time you shampoo.
Okay. So now when I start washing my own hair, how often should I wash it? Should I do it every 2 weeks? Because that's pretty much what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah, it depends. How active are you? Are you like working out a lot? Are you sweating a lot?
No.
Then I would say every 7 to 10 days is good.
Okay. Okay. So you would say stop using this, right? Because it's not doing anything.
I don't think it's not doing it. And you know.
Yeah.
Because you can feel your hair and you're like, not quite. So.
Exactly. And I'm like I said, I mean, I had locks. I did nothing. I'm one of those clients where I sit in the chair. Please don't ask me what style I want unless I'm going somewhere. I just sit down, you do whatever you have to do, you know? So I know, and I was always told when you go natural, you have to test different products. So I guess this is my testing stage right now.
Yeah, it is. And anybody watching, like, really the best way to test products, because a lot of us tend to be product junkie. We have all these products and we're like, I don't know if that works. And also we have all these different textures in our hair. So like I said, the part that's the driest, that's where you really test on. But the best way is to part your hair in 4s and put like one product here, the other one here, the other one in the back, another one over here, and feel the hair. What you're looking for is you're looking for softness, you're looking for manageability, you're looking for hydration, you're looking for it to have slip, to detangle it easily, and that's what you're looking for. And then when you rinse it out, how does the hair feel after?
Oh, okay.
Other thing. Because some products just sit on top and you rinse them and your hair is like you never even conditioned it or used anything.
Right.
So you want to look at those things as it relates to choosing the right products for yourself.
Okay. And I know I said something, but definitely one last thing. You mentioned something last week with Courtney, and when I combed out my hair, I had a lot of hair in my head. So when I went to the hairstylist, you know, she saw the hair and I said, okay, but you know, I wanted it cut, but she cut my hair when it was wet. Yes. So now like I said, I cut my own locks. So I know I had some short, some, you know, whatever. So I had showed her a style that, you know, I wanted, but I didn't really want like this much cut off. But since it was cut wet and I didn't really know how my hair was, I know it was like kind of choppy, like somewhere over here might have been shorter. I said, well, it's too late now, so I'm going to just let it grow out. Yeah. But it's so funny because I went to my mom's house and I told my mom, I said, you know, she cut my hair wet. And for me personally, I don't think you should cut anyone's hair wet because
No.
it's so much shrinkage. I said, but I'm not a stylist. And then when I heard you, I called him, Ma, guess what? This is what Miss Felicia said. I was right. I was right. It was so funny. But yeah, anyone on this live, don't get your hair cut wet. Trust me. Do not do it. Do not do it. Especially if you're a 4 at least. If you're in the 4s, cut it dry.
Thank you, Nicole, for saying that. No,
Yes.
seriously, texture fours, you have to blow it out a little bit. You have to get it bone straight, but you at least have to see the shape, see where it's shorter. If something broke off, if something's missing, you do have to do that. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Well, I thank you so much, and I will do a consult with you, okay?
Okay, perfect. And then we'll get into more detailed things.
Yes.
But get those products and then book your consult after you get the products so then I can show you how to use them.
Okay, great, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Have a good one.
This is
Thanks for
great.
hanging in there with me.
Oh, no. This is great. I love it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, I got one more question, and I don't know if the person is still, I see one hand up, and that's Kimberly Jackson. Kimberly, did you leave? Are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
There you are. Okay, I'm going to bring you on camera real quick, and you'll be my last question of the day.
Okay.
We did a long time today, but this has been good. Y'all hung in there. I'm like, wow, I'm still astonished at that part. Let's make Kimberly a host, and then you can join your video. You should be able to start your video now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm doing. Oh gosh. Start video.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. I have been following you on IG for some time, so it's nice to be able to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
I'm the owner of the original brush. Bought it during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And I had started transitioning because I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis earlier this year, and I didn't want to use relaxer anymore because, well, I just didn't think it was gonna be that healthy. No shade to any relaxer wearers out there, because hey, do you? But just for me personally, I just didn't think that I needed to do so, and I was transitioning, had my hair in braids. Well, actually, my hair was braided.
Okay. And, you got some nice little comb twists now.
Yeah, I do. Thanks to.
Did you do this?
No, I wish I could do this.
I was like, wow, girl, you got skills. You over there comb twisting in the quarantine.
No, ma'am. If I had skills, we would just no. This is the reason why I'm here, because I don't have any skills. So to make a long story longer, what happened was a friend of mine braided my hair, did a beautiful job. We used the I Love the Do products as well as your brush. Turned out beautiful. I'll try to send you a picture one day, but turned out awesome. My hair stayed braided up 3 weeks, and it was time to wash it. So I tried to pre-poo it, and I ended up in a whole entanglement, worse than Jada in August. It was bad. It was bad. And I ended up having to do the big chop earlier than expected.
Okay.
I knew I was going to have to do it, but it happened earlier than expected. And the lady that twisted my hair with the little comb twist, I ran to her shop early one Saturday morning about to cry. She cut my hair, and here we go. So my thing is that I'm so glad that she, during this pandemic, it's hard to find anybody to do your hair.
Yeah.
And fortunately, she is there for me, and I'm glad. But I know eventually I need to wash my own hair. And since that whole entanglement happened, I'm scared. I'm scared to do anything except the very basics, which is get myself ready in the morning and go to work.
So let me tell you why I think that entanglement happened. You got us busting up about that. When you said you had braids, and when you took them out, you did a pre-poo, right? So the pre-poo was the oil. You put oil on the hair, and you took your fingers and separated it. I think what happened was that you didn't get through all the little knots, and when you wet it, those little knots that still had some of that buildup, they locked together, and that's what ended up happening. And probably the conditioner you had wasn't strong enough to give it slip to help it detangle easier. So it probably made it worse. What shampoo and conditioner did you use to do that? Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I use the I love to do the shampoo and the conditioner, and actually the hairstylist that helps me with my hair now, she uses the foam, the mousse.
Okay,
And
yeah.
the mousse, it works wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
my hair it can stay twisted up a week like this.
I think so. I love the Dew products, and what she's talking about, y'all, is this. I love their products. I think that I don't really know what your texture is, and sometimes what happens when we take our hair out of braids, our hair tends to have extremely low porosity and it really, really dry, and that's where the tangles come in. So it's better for you, and this isn't, you're gonna be fine with this. I think the best thing is for you to create a little mixture of leave-in or either conditioner with water and oil and spray that on, and then take the coils apart and then use the brush and go from the ends on back, and you should be fine. I just think that you probably had the braids. How long did you wear the braids? Did you have them in for 5 or 6 weeks?
No, almost 3 weeks.
That's so interesting. It tangled quick. Really?
And it looked fresh. I mean, like I said, I have pictures because I was astounded the way that my hair turned out, that it was my own hair that was braided. I mean, so I was just astounded, and I took pictures and stuff. But like I said, after I took them down, I knew it was time to wash my hair, and that happened.
And so, were you going like this, or were you using the balls of your finger and massaging it when you were washing it? Were you slapping it up?
Yeah, I was massaging my scalp. I was massaging my scalp with the balls of my fingers, and then I shampooed it, and then I noticed that I had these huge. I mean, the tangles were rough. I mean, bad.
Yeah,
and
I think you didn't go all the way in with the detangling part of it, and I think you need a little bit of conditioner or water mixture to get through it. But the only time I've ever seen that, and I've seen that like when women take out weaves or they take out braids, it's either when the hair has been left in too long, or when in the detangling process, it doesn't get all the way through, and that part will lock up in certain areas. Because a lot of times we'll untangle the bottom, but there's this little knot at the base where all the buildup is. And if you don't untangle that, it will turn your hair into locks. So, but I think you'll be fine this time. Yeah, just put your mixture together, saturate the hair with this, and then start to untangle it and use the brush, and you'll be fine.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna have my first wash and go day next Friday, so we'll see what happens.
That's gonna be cute. That's gonna be cute. Send me a picture of that. I want to see that.
If it works, I will send you a picture. If not, I'll be making an appointment.
You are too funny. Too funny, Kimberly. But yeah, I think you'll be fine. You will. Yeah. Thanks for your patience today. Because I know I've been trying to get people in, and there might be a few technical things happening with Zoom and me.
No problem. I've enjoyed, the whole chat and everything. And this is not my first time listening, but my first time engaging. So I appreciate what you're doing. You're helping. You will never know how many people you have helped.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's great. You're making my Saturday. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Well, I hope to see you next Saturday. I got to keep bringing up, we have so many topics. I think my next thing is going to be about alopecia. I'm doing some studies about alopecia as it relates to you know, our community, Black and brown women. We tend to have the highest levels of alopecia, African American women, and so I'm looking at that, and I think I want to talk more about that.
That sounds awesome. I think I have some family members that suffer from alopecia too, and I have wondered, oh, could this happen to me? So no, I think that would be awesome.
Thank you, Kimberly. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to answer a couple more questions here on the side, and then we're going to be out of here. I'll see you soon, Kimberly.
All right, take care.
Okay. So I saw a couple of things. Esther, you wanted to know about the products from Melodia. All of them are good, girl. Like, you literally can't really go wrong with the products from Melodia. Somebody had a question about the brush I saw earlier. You can send me an email if you like at askfeliciamore, M-O-R-E, at Gmail. Right now, the brushes, I love the detangler brush, but the post office, man, we need to pray for the post office, y'all. I don't know what's happening, but they messing my whole business up. Come on, post office, please get it together so you can get everybody a brush. So anyway, sis, if you are looking for your brush and you haven't seen it yet, hit me up. I will locate it. I'll have my people get on it. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging in there. All of y'all, great. And for coming every Saturday. Some of you have been on with me. And if you need me, I'm around. I'm doing 50 million things, but this is what I love to do, talking about hair and helping everybody. So if I didn't answer your question today, let's do it next Saturday. All right? I'll see you soon. You guys are awesome. Hey, Jamila. Thank you, Shamil. I'm going to make sure that oh, Mitzi, what's up? Shamil, I think you had a question. I don't think I answered it, but I will make sure I do next time. But thank all of you. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. And you know what? Stay loving your natural hair. That's what I really want you to do. Stay loving it. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon.